Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Leanne, and on this channel I do all things makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, makeup giveaways. So if that's something you're interested in, then please like this video, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and yeah, let's just jump into today's video. So today's video is something that I am so excited to try. So it's the NYX the Marshmallow Primer. Now if you actually haven't heard of this primer, God only knows why, because it's literally been everywhere, like it's literally gone viral. So I am so excited to try this product today. Obviously I've used the primer in today's makeup look, and this makeup has now been on the skin for so many hours. I'm actually gonna have to find out how many hours in total, but yeah, it's been on the skin for quite a few hours now, and this is how it's actually looking. So obviously drop your opinions in the comment section down below. But yeah, if you'd like my honest thoughts and opinions and a full thorough review on NYX the Marshmallow Primer, then obviously keep on watching. So before I actually apply NYX the Marshmallow Primer, I'm actually going to be reading out some of the claims of this primer. So I'm going to start with the price, and the price for 30ml, which is the same size as a normal foundation, is £15. Now for primer, I do think that's a little bit expensive, considering you can get primers for £5, £6, £7 at the drugstore, and obviously NYX is a drugstore brand, so I do think that's a little bit expensive. But I suppose if it's worth it, it's worth it, you know what I mean? If it's really good, then it's worth it. But I know that this primer's like literally gone viral, everyone's been raving about it, so we'll see. Also, I have actually filmed this video once before, but for some reason I forgot to check in. I said I was going to do a wear test and then totally forgot to check in. So I'm filming it again, so I have actually used this once before, and I'm obviously not going to tell you now what I think, but yeah, just watch and find out. So this is not a first impression, even though it kind of was in my first video. Now I've had to film it again, it's not. But yeah, so this primer claims to have 10 benefits that extend makeup. So the first benefit is that it smooths the skin, softens the skin, extends makeup wear for 16 hours. Now I will be doing a wear test today, but I highly doubt it's going to be 16 hours. But when I do check in, obviously I'll let you know how much time's passed in between. So yeah, that's a big claim, to extend makeup wear for 16 hours. It hydrates the skin, it soothes the skin, it evens tone, which I think is another massive claim. It minimises texture, blurs lines, adds a soft focus finish, and lastly it keeps makeup fresh. So they're the 10 benefits. Now the ones that stand out to me, and the ones I've highlighted in my little notebook, is that it extends makeup wear for 16 hours, massive claim. It evens skin tone. Now my skin tone is uneven. There's a lot of like redness, I'm not sure if anyone can see, but there's a bit of like redness in the skin. Only in certain areas, not too bad, but yeah. So it minimises texture, so that would be like pores and things. Even though this is not a pore filling primer, apparently it minimises texture, so we'll see. So it blurs lines as well, that's another big claim. So I'm actually going to be using this today under the eyes as well, which I normally don't really do with primers, but I do it with the Fenty primer. So this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and it's the soft matte version. So a tip to use this primer is like, if you just gently pat it underneath the under eye, then I've found that it really stops concealer from creasing. So I'm going to be trying that with this today, because this one obviously claims to blur lines, so we'll see about that. And it keeps makeup fresh. So yeah, I'm just going to be applying this now. Obviously it's the Marshmallow Primer, and because I have used this once before, obviously I know that it does smell of like marshmallow, but not too overpowering. It's just a nice sweet smell. Lastly, this primer is suitable for all skin tones. Now, if you've watched any other reviews, you might have seen that it goes on the skin like with a little bit of like a white colour, very light white colour, but it does dry down to no colour, so it's suitable for all skin tones, and it creates a smooth canvas for makeup. Now, on the back of the bottle, it actually says use alone or with foundation. So because obviously this primer's got all those skincare benefits of like smooths the skin, softens the skin, even skin tone, hydrates, soothes, obviously you could just use this on its own. So I'm going to be applying now, and it's like a whipped formula. And I noticed the other day when I tried this in the first video, when I'd done this, it seems to like puff up a little bit and go a little bit more whipped. Yeah, it's got that lovely sweet marshmallow taste. As you can see, it's obviously going on the skin a little bit white. So gently just patting this under the eyes, and then working it into the rest of the skin. So second pump now. Make sure I go on the chin, as that's sometimes where makeup seems to come off. Under the nose area as well. So, can anybody notice a difference in my skin now that I've applied this NYX the Marshmallow Primer? Does anyone think the skin tone looks a bit more even? Do we think the skin looks more hydrated? Do we think that texture's being minimised? Which I don't think you can tell if texture's being minimised until you actually apply foundation, but it does smell gorgeous so far. It does smell really nice, but I'm not sure about the claims of like, you know, hydrates the skin, soothes the skin. It does feel nice on the skin, and it does smell lovely. But yeah, so far I can't really notice that much of a difference in like skin tone, which it's meant to even skin tone. But obviously we're going to be applying the foundation and stuff, and then we'll be the judge. So I'm just going to go off camera now, apply the foundation, check back in when all makeup products are done, and then obviously I'll be checking back in even later to do a wear test. So yes, I'll see you in a few seconds. Hey guys, so I'm just checking back in as I said that I would. So this is how the skin looks now that all of the skin products have been applied on top of the NYX the Marshmallow Primer. So I do actually love how the skin looks, and I'm just going to have a little quick check over the skin now in the mirror. I do think the foundation's gone on perfectly on top. It's not like patchy or anything like that. Obviously the real test will be if it keeps makeup fresh in a good few hours. Like now it looks perfect, it looks flawless, but obviously the real test will be in a good few hours. So basically, yeah, that's all for now. I just wanted to check in and show you how the skin's looking now that all of the skin products are applied. But I'm going to check out now, and I will see you in a few hours for the wear test. So guys, I'm just checking back in as I promised that I would, and I've actually remembered this time, unlike the first review that I done where I totally forgot. Here we are at the second review now, so I've actually remembered to check back in. So NYX the Marshmallow Primer has actually been on my skin now for 9 hours in total. So I'm going to zoom you in a little minute and let you have a little look, but I'm going to take a proper look at the skin first. So I do actually think that the skin generally looks really nice. However, I'm not sure if this is the foundation or the primer, but I don't tend to think it's the primer because, as I said in the intro, I've actually tried this primer before, and now that at the end and you've stuck around to eat a real one, so thank you. And I can tell you that the first review I done, I absolutely loved this primer. So I actually don't think that it's this primer that is actually making my foundation. It's like pooling in certain areas. I'm just going to dim the light so you can actually get like a closer look. Oh, I don't know if you can actually even see. So this foundation is actually just on the forehead. It's actually like pooling in certain areas and going a little bit patchy. But I'm going to say that that's more the foundation rather than the NYX Marshmallow Primer, because the first time I tried it, it was flawless. So yeah, I hope that everyone can see that what I'm talking about. just on the forehead. I'd say that's like really the only place. Maybe it's also coming off a little bit on the chin. By the way, I have actually been out today though, and I've actually worn a mask, obviously, so because I had to. So yeah, it is coming off a little bit on the chin, but not much. Better than other foundations and primers, I would say. So yeah, overall, again, I am quite impressed because, like I said, it's been 9 hours now, and my skin, it still does look quite nice, quite flawless. It's literally just the forehead, but I do get a little bit oily on the forehead anyway, so that's like nothing new or anything. But that's like my only complaint, just the forehead. Everything else is flawless. So obviously it hasn't been 16 hours, it's been 9, and it kind of has done quite a good job, I would say, at keeping most of the makeup from the forehead down. It's done a really good job, not so much on the forehead. I know that it doesn't claim to like fight oil or anything, but obviously it says it hydrates, soothes, and all those other claims that we read out before. So yeah, that's like the only thing. But anyway, would I actually recommend this primer? Definitely 100% would. Even though I was saying in the intro that it is expensive, I actually feel like it's worth it. It's such a nice product. It feels like a luxury product in my opinion. Just the smell, the texture, how nice it actually feels when you apply it to the skin. And generally, this is my second go of this primer now. It actually does make makeup last and look quite flawless. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a big thumbs up from Leanne Lavery Makeup. So yeah, thank you for sticking around to the end, and thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, obviously make sure you give this video a big like. Let me know what type of content you want to see from this channel. Do you want more makeup tutorials, or do you actually prefer more makeup reviews? Obviously let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback and opinions. But yeah, apart from that, subscribe if you haven't already, and obviously hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my weekly uploads. But yeah, this is definitely a new favourite of mine, and if you do subscribe and stick around and all that on this channel, then obviously you'll be seeing a lot more of this guy. So yes, and me ofs. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.